This is the Open Bar Podcast. If you're new to the podcast, it's hosted by me, Ricardo, and Gino.
Hola.
And today we have a special guest. We got Ashlee Camarillo from your photography business, Camarillo Photo and Film. We are excited and glad you're here. I knew this is going to happen eventually, hopefully.
Yes.
But, I mean, the opportunity came today.
Yeah, yesterday. I didn't think today was going to be the day. Definitely saw, like, in a couple months or so, but, today's the day.
But I don't know. Somehow, we ended up meeting Ray, and now you're here.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's great to have you.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think back on, yesterday, I was thinking about Isamar and Alfredo's wedding and how you and Ray just happened to sit next to each other while we were eating, and then here he is.
And now we're here.
It's funny because when I did Perla and Miguel's pictures, I was telling Miguel, like, oh, yeah, Ray, goes over to your brother's house, like, once a week. And he was like, wow, Ray sees my brother more than I do.
That's facts.
That's true, but I could say the same thing about him and me going over to his house.
Hey, he has a baby coming, so.
Yeah, exactly, but yeah. No, you made me feel like a bad brother. Miguel, I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, shout out to Ray, because he's been helping us a lot lately, and ever since he jumped and helped us on the podcast, like, I feel like our quality and video went up a lot, and a lot of people have noticed, so thank you, appreciate it. And so, I don't know, let's get into the podcast.
Yeah.
Beer, dude, Gino bought this beer, he found it at H-E-B, he showed me a Black Pumas beer.
Black Pumas.
Yeah.
Didn't even know it existed. I've never seen them promote it. I don't know. I feel like it came out of random.
I don't know, but we literally just reviewed their album a couple months ago.
Yeah, about a month
or a few weeks ago. So we love the album. We had to try the beer, and the beer is actually pretty fucking good.
Hell yeah, it's way delicious.
Brewed by Fourth Tap Brewing, which we've had beer by them. I don't know where they're from. But it's brewed in Austin because the group's from Austin, and it's a double IPA with 8% alcohol volume. So it's strong.
Super strong.
It's strong. You don't know about beer, right? You say you don't like beer?
No, but
Like what kind of beer have you tried in your past that made you say, I don't like beer?
nothing.
You never
just,
had a sip of it?
No, just the way people described it.
Oh,
And,
Jesus.
yeah, no, I'm not going there.
I would really want to see on video your reaction of you taking a sip of this.
Oh. I've heard it tastes like pee.
Okay, that's like Bud Light, Budweiser. Those are those cheap beers. This one, but I feel like if you were to try this, it wouldn't taste like piss to you, but it would just be like so strong because like the flavors. Because I don't know, in a sense they're kind of like hoppy.
Yeah.
But you know how having your very first sip of beer. Mine, I had it, and I probably have a problem, but I had it when I was little. You're curious, and I tried a sip of beer, and you're like, it's fucking nasty. I'm never having that again. And that's probably with a random beer. Now, try drinking something like this. It'll be like watching a little baby, try something tart for the first time.
Yeah.
But
it's really nice can though compared to
it's super
the
cool.
other ones
because it matches their album cover.
Yeah.
Stay Gold. That's one of their songs. It has Stay Gold Deluxe, so it's pretty cool. I kept one of the cans just to save.
You're like Ray. He saves like 7-Up cans. I think J. Cole had a Sprite come out and it says "Love Yours" in the back. Like back in 2014, it's still on the dresser unopened.
I remember that.
Those aren't supposed to be open.
And the Tim Duncan cereal box.
Oh, so you never opened it?
yeah.
My guy.
Like, all right. So I have this dumb collection of like cans that I found cool from beer. I like really colorful beer cans, and a lot of my choices come from the eye. And so I've thought about it like, as if I keep going, maybe I'll just, out of a 6-pack that I buy every time, I'll save a full one. I told myself I was going to do that, but I can't do it. I just end up drinking all the beer. But I think it'd be cool to actually keep it unopened, like something like this too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I have the Run the Jewels one as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I kept that can. That's a pretty cool can.
It seems like they've been releasing a few more. So
yeah, I think they have another one that they just dropped for like for like Halloween.
Yeah. All right. You kind of already mentioned it. We're gonna talk about it eventually. So, you like J. Cole a lot.
Yes. Yes.
Like, I don't know. When I knew that, I know that about Ray. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna get along.
Yeah.
Conversation's gonna be fine. Like, I'm like a big J. Cole almost stan. Not really, but I am a big J. Cole fan.
Yeah.
He was the one who introduced me.
Yeah.
Well, not really introduced me. I've heard of him, but he heard of him more, and he was like, "No, you need to check out Cole." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, and still.
When was this?
This was like
I was
2010.
gonna
20
say what year.
2010?
Dang. So you ready to hear my
Yeah.
J. Cole experience story? So, like Ray said, I lived under a rock.
Yeah. Okay. Can I stop you real quick? Because whoever hears this is not gonna know. You're just telling us the story, but you want to tell us how it is that you came to listen to J. Cole for the first time?
Yes.
All right.
So, yeah, I was raised Christian, so I always just listened to Christian music growing up.
Yeah.
If I did listen to like non-Christian music, it was Kids Bop. I don't know if you've ever.
Yeah, it's just fire.
Okay, yeah.
It's lit.
So that's what my parents let me listen to growing up. So finally, when it came to high school and I got to listen to kind of like what I wanted to listen to, like I would listen to 98.5 The Beat, and I'm like, this is like my
Trash.
parents were, yeah, like my
Just say it.
parents weren't
Don't
keeping
be
me from
scared.
anything. Like this isn't that good. And you see that spider web?
I bet you like a small little spider.
Probably is like somewhere. So
I see it. It's right here.
I
it's
see it.
everywhere.
Dude,
It's on.
It's because I was watching Harry
It's
Potter
spooky
and
season.
the Chamber of Secrets where they gotta follow the spiders. They fucking man. We're in Hollywood.
Look, it's on there.
Yeah. What the fuck? All right.
Get him on the podcast, saying
Yeah.
how his
Episode 28 featuring Ashlee Camarillo and a tiny little spider.
yeah. So yeah, when I got to high school and I kind of started listening to what I wanted, 98.5 wasn't it, and I didn't really like the rappers at that time. I don't remember who it was.
What year was this roughly?
Like 2010.
Oh, okay.
So so I gave up on rappers. I was like,
But you didn't decided to try out other routes and
Yeah.
genres or anything?
so finally when I met Ray, he took me to J. Cole's first concert, and it was at the
White Rabbit?
Was it?
Animal City.
Yeah.
Oh, the one
Oh,
for
okay.
Forest Hills Drive?
Yes.
He was there.
Oh, you were there.
I was there.
Yeah.
He was there too, yeah.
Yeah, I was
Oh, we were all there.
there. Oh, damn, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so I had no idea who he was. Ray just wanted me to go with him. And we were pretty close to the stage for me not knowing who he was.
Damn.
And
I was close too.
yeah, and I couldn't believe that I
Fell
was
in
there
love.
and didn't know who he
Yeah.
was. Everyone, he's doing the album, and by at the end of the concert when we walked to the car and we got in the car, I was like, put on J. Cole. Like, I'm not going another day without knowing every word to this album. So yeah, so since then,
Since
2014.
And now you're a J. Cole believer.
Yeah, we just saw him on Sunday in Houston.
How was that? Man, I just seen videos, throughout his tour,
Yeah.
and it looks so dope.
I
Like,
saw the recap for Dallas where he's dropping that big old curtain. They did that in Houston too.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
But the way it was shot, it was so fire. Holy shit.
Yeah, I was kind of nervous
Very
just because
jealous.
I feel like all the other concerts that we went to, I was always like prepared, like I knew every word,
Oh.
and from every album. But this one, I guess, because we had Cameron a year ago, and now my mom, and now I have to watch like Coco Melon and stuff. I don't get to listen to J. Cole all day. I kind of wasn't prepared for this album,
Have
but
you
I
heard it?
enjoyed it. No, yeah,
Oh,
we've
okay.
definitely heard it. I just haven't like
Listened to it as
listened
much.
to it as much as like I did the other albums. So I was a little nervous for this concert.
did your record come in?
yeah.
It came in? Oh, okay.
When?
The
Back like 2 weeks ago.
Oh dang.
Because I got it, and he was just like, I remember he was telling me, he's like, what? You got yours already? I haven't got mine. And he was like, and then a week later went by, he's like, all right, I'm about to message him. He's like, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm about to be that guy. And like, where's my album?
I know he told me when we got in the car that he that he emailed them, and I was like, wow, you're that guy. Didn't
Hey,
know.
I had to email them about my KOD, so I emailed them 8 times. I went back and looked at it.
Dang.
I got it like 200 days later, so.
Dang. We waited a minute for, which one was
No,
it?
my bad, not 200 days, 700 days. Yeah, it was 2 years till I got my album.
Which one did we wait for, like,
That one.
that was
the
KOD?
KOD?
Yeah. Dang. So,
But now that you love J. Cole, did you go back to his past stuff?
oh, yeah.
Mixtape stuff?
Oh, yeah. I think that's my favorite kind of
Do you
stuff.
like mixtape J. Cole?
The, like, sideline story and...
I'm talking in
Friday Night Lights.
Oh, yeah.
The warm up.
Yes.
The warm up.
Yeah.
What do you rank the warm up on J. Cole's?
You know... Oh, all of them are up there.
But everybody's still. He might be the GOAT, but you know, it's still some shit's better than other shit.
I think Sideline Story from his old ones is
put
my
that up there?
favorite. Yeah. It's funny because
That's not up in my top list. is it?
No,
But that's
the
you know,
warm-up is-
everybody has different choices. We don't gotta disagree. We all love J. Cole.
yeah, it's funny because well, back to me living under a rock.
Yeah.
I didn't know his music, so I think it's on Step Up that Workout comes on. So yeah, as a kid, I always knew that song. So once I started listening to J. Cole and we were playing the old stuff, I was like, hey, this song's from Step Up. I know this song.
You know what's even crazy? You bought the album, and I was just like, hey, let me burn it to like a disc. And like, you know, back then you were able to do that. So like I did that. I grabbed your album. I didn't even buy his album at the time. I just burned a copy.
Yeah.
But don't worry, years later I ended up buying it.
Yeah.
I have the CD now.
Now you're spending more than me on J. Cole stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
I haven't bought any album in a long time. I mean, CDs
I got the off season.
It's all
I got
vinyls
it
now.
on CD and vinyl.
plus
Yeah.
mine. I got 2 vinyls now. I'm moving up in the world, and it's a Black Pumas too. Like, I'm not just saying it again, but I'm gonna say it again. Listen to Black Pumas. They're lit. Have you ever
That's-
listened to them?
That's Kendrick, right?
No, it's a duo.
You're probably thinking of like the Black Panther album.
There we go.
Because he did do the Black Panther album. No, Black Pumas, they're an Austin-based duo. Yeah, they're what would you say? They're not like alternative rock, but like I don't know, they're a mixture of like blues.
It's like folk and blues and very. It gets a very old school vibe and sound, but they're new and they're fire.
Yeah, they're great.
And they're from Austin, so shout out to Texas. I'm sorry. All
Yeah,
right.
and I'm like very loyal to who I listen to. So once I heard J. Cole, that's all I listened to for. And then finally I got on Mac Miller, and then that's all I listened to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
that-
telling me about Mac Miller.
yeah, I really
Kendrick.
like.
What was your first Mac Miller album you heard? If you remember.
I can't remember. No, but same thing. Once I did listen to it, I was stuck on it. I had to learn every song, and then
Do you like Blue Slide Park? The
I'm-
album?
I know we have the vinyl, but I'm not sure
You
that
don't
I.
have to like it. I don't. I'm just saying
No?
I bought it because I was that big of a Mac Miller fan back then. I started
Yeah.
listening to J. Cole and Mac Miller around the same time.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah.
Kids. That's the one you just bought from him, right?
Yeah, that's the one I just got.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I wish you would have like listened to them whenever like they were coming up.
Yeah.
Because I still think about, like, I'm thinking of those years, 2010, 2011, and I swear, like, the music just takes me so much to that moment. Like, there's nothing else. Like I remember, like, those times listening to J. Cole and Mac Miller
Yeah.
run 2010, 2011. I'm
Yeah.
like, holy shit.
There I was listening to Kids Bop.
Were you able
were
to?
little, probably.
Were you able to see Mac Miller live
No,
before?
so he dropped which album was it? The
The Divine Feminine.
Divine, was it?
I think it was good.
Or was
Good AM.
one of those, and it was the year that he passed. It was
Oh,
the one that he
swimming?
dropped a couple months right before he passed.
Oh, swimming.
Yes, and we were planning on going, and then, but yeah, no, we never got to see him all.
We saw him at the Good AM tour at the same place where we saw Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the one we were trying to go to. I think it was I don't know what happened.
No, yeah, we were trying to go to that
Marquee.
one. Yes.
Solid Marquee.
And we're like, we'll go to the next one because he's going to go on tour. And
Yeah, we got lucky during those couple years that J. Cole came by over here and
Logic went there too.
Yeah.
We saw Logic.
Yeah, Ray
Yeah,
went.
we saw Logic like 3 times.
Damn, I saw Logic too.
We're always in the same place at the same time.
I know that's.
That's weird.
I know like
Music-wise.
that place doesn't even. It exists, but
Not Alamo City.
yeah, it's not Alamo City. I don't even know if they're still doing concerts there anymore. Big Crit was there, and I was mad.
Dude, I saw him.
Oh, did you? I didn't get to see him.
That was a weird one.
We didn't
I was
go.
like-
I didn't go to that one. I really wanted to go to that one. I'm mad that I missed it.
I was like, all right, we bought tickets. And I was like, all right, they're next month. And I was like looking at it, and I was like, oh shit, they're today. I was like, we gotta go to a concert. I just bought tickets thinking they were next month, and it was actually that day.
That
of,
day.
And we went. Lit as fuck.
it's
Who
all-
went? I didn't go.
It's all right. He'll
Oh, I do remember. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes.
be touring again.
Sorry.
But cause I think he was touring for the Forever is a Mighty Long Time. That's like one of my favorite albums from him. So like I missed it.
It was random as hell. I was like, oh, Big Crit, let's go. Bought them. They were like $30 too.
Yeah, they were super cheap.
Yeah.
Baby Keem's gonna go to.
He was telling me about it.
Yeah,
Are y'all gonna go to that?
Baby Keem's coming here.
I don't even know. if
It's
that
Yeah.
is
Aztec.
against-
Is that what you said?
It's not a big venue. It's not.
I want to say it was either the Aztec.
I think something.
Or
It
no,
was the White
the
Rabbit or the Paper Tiger.
Paper Tiger. There
It's
you go.
crazy. Like that's a pretty small venue, I guess. But do you like him, or are you just saying because you know, like we like him?
He's not bad.
I don't know. I do wanna see him, but like to me, those tickets were a little too expensive for that little venue.
But how much were they?
Like $70 for a Paper Tiger. A show of Paper Tigers usually, I mean, they used to be.
I would pay for that.
You like $20-$30 for somebody who went there.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Do you like listen to any like newer artists? Like was
Like I
check
said,
out
I'm
any-
loyal. I
You're
don't give
loyal.
nobody a chance. It takes me a while if I do.
But you're a busy person. You can't,
Yeah, I don't have time to be listening to new
Yeah,
people.
man, I wish I just had I could just listen to music and just like I'm just gonna throw my favorite artists every now and then. Nah, I have a weird thing where like I gotta be finding new music all the time. And,
Yeah.
And like constantly, I don't know. It's weird.
yeah, I'm the same way. Like I feel like I go like back and forth. Like I'll listen to like my favorite artist, then I'm like, all right, I'm listening to it too much. I need
Yeah.
to.
So like
listen
when
to
you were
something new.
like when you were saying that you were at the J. Cole concert, you felt bad because you didn't know every lyric.
Yeah, from the new album.
I've been to shows where I'm like, yeah, especially that Forest Hills Drive where he performed the album top to bottom. I knew every song. It was the best show of my life. No lie.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
But yeah, but now I don't know if it's just me or I feel like everybody just has so busy, so whatever that we're not really listening to music like we were.
Yeah.
I'm not playing even my favorite albums. I'm not playing them back to back because there's always so much stuff coming out that you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good thing and a bad thing. There's a lot of good music. So, I mean, if you wanted to explore another artist, there's a lot of good music. But I wish I wasn't the way I am.
No, yeah. Cause like now, like I know, cause when I listen to like albums that I've already heard before, I feel like I don't. I remember some of the lyrics, but I can't like recite it front to back. It's like mainly like I just get it into like the mood, like the production, how everything sounds and everything, as opposed to cause I'll hear it, I'm like, okay, cool album. Bam, I won't hear it again for like another few more months.
Yeah, that's how I am because I want to.
'Cause I wanna hear
and
other
I
things.
want to hear something new. I'm like, oh, they're talking about this person. He's kind of good. Let's check it out. And man,
Yeah, I give it a listen. I'll listen to it for a week or two, and then,
Yeah.
bam, listen to something else. Forget about that album, and I go back to it. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that album came out earlier this year. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, these are our problems. These are our first world
First
problems.
world.
I know I haven't even listened to the new Drake album.
Yeah, you
Oh
don't have
yeah, you're not missing
you
it.
you don't have to. It's all
Yeah.
good.
If you heard his other albums, they're the same. Just listen to the other
They're
ones.
the same and just a little bit worse. Just all right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about photography for a little bit. you know, but that's why you're here because you are doing really good from my point of view, my perspective, and even I don't know, somehow your wedding photography has got you right here on this seat right now. Like
Yeah.
we met through my brother's wedding, and I never would have thought. Like I'm as cool as I am with Ray right now, and I mean I'm hopefully we'll get to know you some more.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
But how long have you been doing wedding photography, or at least I guess let's get back to the beginning. Like, how did you get into photography in general?
Yeah. So professionally, I would say I started in 2014.
Wow.
Yeah, Forest Hill Stripe. No, all the same year. It's my favorite year, actually.
It just
It was a good year.
open your eyes to everything.
Yeah.
That's good.
So right after high school is finally when I invested in a good, decent beginner's camera. Luckily, it being right out of high school, I was still familiar with the lower classmates that were going to be seniors the next year. So the following year, when everyone became seniors and were graduating, I feel like I did a good amount of seniors that I knew. So I think that really helped me get a good foot in the door.
Like senior pictures.
Yeah, senior pictures and stuff like that. So starting the business, I feel like I had a really good...
How do you think you did on that, your first
Oh, man.
work gig?
For charging what I was charging, I feel like I was pretty decent. Even at the beginning, I feel like you got to do some free stuff to get your your work and your stuff out there. But so
before that, because that was straight out of high school, I'm guessing you were like 18.
Yeah. So
what did you do before that?
So I would say, if
but
you were to ask
but you were
me,
already into photography,
yeah.
right?
So pretty much my whole life, my parents, not my whole life, but from late elementary, 5th grade, around there, I always had a camera. My parents always just always gave me a camera, and I pretty much took that with me everywhere. I didn't have a cell phone till high school, so there was I took a camera everywhere and to my friend's birthday party. So I feel like everyone kind of knew me as the photographer, the person that always took the pictures, had a camera on me. So I definitely after high school didn't think it would always be a side job, but I didn't think it would be a full-time job eventually. But so yeah.
Are you happy with the way things turned out?
Being full-time?
Yeah, because you said you only thought of it as a side gig.
Yeah.
I see it, and I see how well you're doing. I hope even more success. But
yeah,
if to me, I guess and I read it, I heard it in a book, the key to happiness is to do what you like to do. I mean, it seems like you've always liked photography, and you do it for a living.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
I hope that you do really like it. It's
yeah, it's crazy because I did try to go to college after high school. I had a couple of things that I wanted to be, but I wasn't sure yet. So in college, I was constantly changing my
your majors?
Yes, because I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then finally I was like, you know what, I'm just going to drop out because I'm tired of changing majors. I don't know what I want to do. I'll come back when I do know what I want to do. So, and then that's when I dropped out, is when I would say that I got pretty heavy doing photography. And now that I think about it, I'm like, I was so meant to be that.
I think so. I really think so.
Yeah.
And I hope it's paying off for you. I think it is.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all, I don't know, y'all are paying the bills, right?
Yeah.
I hope so.
It pays the bills and then just a little extra more, so.
It's fun. It's definitely, it's a lot funner than sitting at an 8 to 5 desk.
Are you constantly doing it every day? Do you have sessions, I guess, photography sessions every day?
Yeah, for the most part now that it's wedding season. So when I went full time last year, it kind of went at the best time, but the worst time because so we said that I'd go full time because I worked an 8 to 5 job at a desk, and I was good at juggling both the 8 to 5 job and then doing photography after work that day, and then coming home and doing it every day. I was good at juggling those things, but everyone would always say, just go full time already, go full time already. But we said that I would go full time once we had a child. That way, you know, I just take care of our child.
Okay,
so,
you work at your own pace. You don't have to be anywhere you don't want to be.
Yeah. So it's crazy because when we found out that we were pregnant, I went ahead and gave in my notice for work, and then I kid you not, like a week later, the pandemic happened, and it's just crazy the way things planned out, because I definitely would have been scared at work, pregnant, like around all of these people during that time. So it was like I said, the best and the worst. It was cool because I got to be home and like enjoy my pregnancy at home, but at the same time, like going full time during that time when everything got locked down, it wasn't the best full time experience because I couldn't take pictures during that time. It was weird, but cool.
You do a lot of wedding photography. Is that your specialty, or do you do anything else?
I do a little bit of everything, really. Maternity, graduates, couples, families. Weddings are definitely a little cherry on top that I didn't start at the beginning. I started doing them like around 2017 is when I started doing my first wedding. Everything before that was just sessions, but it's cool.
But is it a big part of it, your business now?
Weddings, yes. I would say once Ray came in with the video, that's when we really started connecting with couples, like a couple with a couple. And it's crazy because a lot of our friends now that we have are from weddings. But yeah, no, definitely a lot of our friends that we have are from weddings.
I can see
cool.
I can see a couple feeling comfortable with y'all. Mm-hmm. But no, so I'm asking because I didn't think about it, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that are photographers or that do just weddings, not just yourself, and it had to be hard during that time.
Yeah,
I knew. Well, you know, you did it for Isamar's and Fredo's wedding, but they were originally supposed to get married way before, so I'm sure it was a lot of that, a lot of uncertainty.
Yeah,
with all those people, you know, they want to get all their loved ones in, but then the government's telling them you can't because it's just not safe. And I know they were stressed out. You know,
a lot of people were stressed out.
But then, you know, I can't imagine what it was like for people that depended on that as their job.
As their job, yeah. Luckily, Ray still had a job, and shout out to Ray, for working during that time. Yeah, you were an essential worker. He was an essential worker for the essential workers.
All right, let me...
He was providing food.
Just give a message real quick. Because I talked about it to somebody. I was joking. I was like, yo, shout out to all the essentials, all right? They forgot about us, fam. They forgot about the essentials. They were all like, oh, shout out to all these... When shit was happening, thank you, essentials. Like, you get all this
for
stuff.
like a month or so.
Yeah. And now everybody forgot. Shit's still as bad as it was to all the essentials, but whatever. Shout out to all y'all. I care about you. Let's keep going.
During like the pandemic, you know, I saw people, you know, everywhere. You know, like the cities were just shut down. Like there was nobody, and I seen people like take those like famous photos of like empty streets of like downtown. Did you do anything like that?
So, yeah, like I said, the best and the worst time during that time, but me being so pregnant, it was like the worst. Like I'm almost glad we're in a lockdown because I was like sick. I was not like from, I was pregnancy sick. So, I didn't go nowhere. Luckily, I was able to just lay in bed all day during
I mean,
that
that's
time.
cool. I know a lot of people that were like, shit was cool. Like, I didn't have to do anything, go anywhere. Like, depends on how you see it. Like, some people had a good time during the pandemic.
Yeah, not us.
No, not me. Like, shit, but whatever. That's good.
Yeah.
I know. I still remember like that March, April, May. It was weird times.
PTSD.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I remember just playing a lot of video games during that time because there was nothing to do.
I was just thinking about that recently. I'm like, I feel like this past 2 years, like there's been so much shit going on. You don't even have time to fully process it. Just moving.
Yeah, like
shit.
It just seemed like everything just moved on. Or was like, okay, we're doing this now. Or like, forget about last year. Like, nah, let's kind of talk about it.
Yeah. No, I definitely say that. Because I basically took 9 months off from photography, and when I finally got back to it, it was kind of like in a like a little creative rut. I hadn't done it in so long, and by that time I was a mom, and it was just I was a different photographer by then. So, but yeah, it kind of left me in a creative rut, but I got my little rhythm back, and I was telling Ray, like, for y'all, for podcasts, for any creatives, I feel like a creative ruts kind of happen because you're comparing yourself to someone else that's in the same, what you're doing.
Absolutely.
So just, do you.
I feel like I go through creative ruts a lot. Thankfully, me and Gino, we could talk about whatever we do. Just don't feel like like we're being productive. I think that's my main thing. I feel like I'm not being productive.
Yeah.
And it's that anxiety that you want to be productive, but you overthinking it, and sometimes you just, I don't know, gotta take a break and just think of stuff clearly and go back at it again.
Yeah.
I find like routine really helps you
Being consistent.
in hard times when you have no motivation or inspiration. It's just routine.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Routine, and just have like a daily planner in a sense.
I think definitely after becoming my mom, like I gotta write stuff down because it won't get done and I won't remember what needed to get done. But yeah, definitely planning your day, having a schedule, really. I know Ray doesn't like to work on schedules. He likes to just like make it happen, but I feel like sometimes you gotta do a schedule to.
I want to have a life to where I don't have to have a schedule.
Yeah.
But because I have a full-time job and then I want to do stuff on my
side,
free time,
Mm-hmm.
I had to keep a schedule to make sure I don't forget something.
Yeah.
To make sure I'm there, to make sure whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to, like we're getting into photography. We're very behind, but we're taking practice. Like you said, a lot of times we have to do free work, and that's pretty much what we're doing because we see it as practice.
Yeah.
And I'm really liking it. Actually, I didn't think I would.
Yeah.
I've never liked taking pictures, especially of myself. So it's cool now. I like to take pictures of other people.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. But I've really like getting down on the editing. Like that's pretty cool to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the editing's fun. I've always liked taking pictures.
Yeah.
Like, I've always took pictures like on my phone because I travel a lot.
Yeah.
It seemed like I used to travel a lot. But when I did travel, like, I always just took pictures of just like landscape and this and that.
Yeah.
But I've always done it on my phone. But yeah, so like getting the camera and starting to do it, it's been fun.
Yeah.
Like, it's something I've always, liked. 'Cause it was even something like people always told me, they're like, hey, you should get into photography. Like, you seem like you like it. Because on my Instagram, before I deleted everything, I used to have like
this is not worthy to be on my Instagram.
Yeah.
I got some better stuff for y'all now.
Basically. Because it's just 10 years. But like, I had just photos of just like all my trips and just people that I just like posted and whatnot. But it's cool.
Yeah. I mean, I really like with it, and I don't know. I'm curious if it really makes me feel creative. I guess not just that. I'm just saying. I'm really jealous of that you get to do what you like full time. How do I get to the point I was trying to make? Cause I don't know, like the whole working 9 to 5, having a full time job, all that. Me and Ray, we've talked about that before. It's just, I think I realized that that's not for me.
And
that's definitely not for me.
Yeah. It's not
So
it.
I would eventually like to get off of that.
Yeah.
But I know, and we talk about it, like we might not be where we're at, but we're going towards the right direction because a lot of what helped me realize what I wanted to do was just getting back into the stuff that I was doing as a kid. Like
like me doing photography at such a young age.
I realized I was kind of like a creative, or I used to like art and used to like this and that, and then I just stopped because somewhere in the road I thought that going to college and doing that is what you needed to get a career, and then after I finally came back to starting to do like things that I did when I was a kid, like I started just feeling happier, and I'm like, yo, all right, how do you find a way to make money out of the things that you like to do.
Yeah.
So we have a plan for that, and I feel like it's gonna work out.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's why we like to surround ourselves with people that are there, with people that understand
Yeah. What's the
what that's like.
the saying? You are who you know, hang
Oh,
around.
who you surround
so
yourself. Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
Surround yourself with other people
It's-
that are.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just this year has been a lot for us, and it's been a lot of good actually.
A lot of learning
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, and like we get frustrated a lot because we compare ourselves. Yeah, like you said.
Yeah.
Or we want to be on the level that we know we want to be, and we're not there yet. It's all baby steps, I guess.
Yeah.
So sometimes I don't know. Sometimes we just want to have people that have been through the struggles, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Comparison is definitely the the thief of joy. Yeah, comparison it's gonna get you. I was in a couple weeks ago in a creative rut. Why? Because, comparing myself to another photographer. And then I look at it and I'm like, okay, but they're a lot older. They've been doing this years, and me, I'm only 25, just started 7 years ago. Like, I think I'm where I need to be, and I shouldn't be comparing myself to someone that's been doing it years. And then too, I think clients really help me keep going, definitely, because they tell me how much they love my work, and I'm like, what? To me, my work isn't, of course my work is good, but sometimes I'm like, my work's not that good, but they tell me it is, and I'm here for those clients and doing this for them.
You also gotta remember there's a lot of things when it comes to running a successful business. I can see you running a successful business because we realize that, I mean, I might be wrong, but in photography and stuff like that, at a certain point, it just all becomes like a word of mouth, and your work speaks for yourself, and it could be your work. So I don't know. I'm sure you're doing a great job. I don't think you're not. But it's also I could tell that y'all have a very friendly vibe that I'm sure is just y'all are great to work with and easy to communicate with. So that's got to be a big part of it too.
Yeah, definitely. Even some of our friends have hired some other photographers for their weddings, and we're completely fine with that. But I think it's all about the experience. Some photographers are there just to do their job, and that's okay too. And then some photographers are there to get to know you, to talk to you, to make friendships, and that's cool too. But
that's perfect. That's perfect. To lead it to.
I already know.
All right, I'm sure you've heard about this. We gotta talk about it because you're here. Have you heard about the whole dilemma with the photographer friend that got paid $250 to do a wedding and not get fed?
Oh.
Have you seen the story about it?
So a lot of our friends were sending it to us, but I never opened the thing. But it's funny because me and Ray don't play around when we're hungry.
Yeah.
Like, I kid you not, I put it on I put it on contracts with our clients.
Yeah.
Like, if we're gonna be there for 6 hours,
you gotta feed us.
we gotta, yeah. And it's not like we're gonna sit there the whole hour and eat. We just need to eat real quick. But that's so crazy to me. And most of the time when we do weddings, they always feed their vendors, which is really cool. And maybe it's just the right clients that we also choose, or we don't get to choose clients, but
It's that Southern hospitality.
yes. But it's so crazy. The poor guy. He was hangry.
Yeah.
But yeah, come on. This whole story says he had been doing it for about 8 hours. And helping and doing it for cheap. $250 for a wedding seems cheap.
Because I think it was a friend, right?
Yeah, it's a friend. But
It's a
still,
friend.
It was
So
a
it was
friend?
a friend helping somebody. A friend helping a friend.
Okay, got it. Okay, yeah.
and a whole 10-hour event.
10 hours. That's a
Yeah,
long
they were
event.
just
That's a
trying.
long
They were just
wedding
got
event.
hungry. It was hot. They just wanted some food, but they were like, "No, you gotta keep on taking pictures.
Yeah.
That's why you're here."
That's dude.
Have you dealt
no.
with customers like that?
No.
At least they were like, well, yeah, it seems very unfair. Like, come on,
Yeah.
you're a person, you're doing your job. You gotta take at least a
Yeah.
break too.
I would understand if they ran out of food, but to just not feed us. I'd be like,
Would you have done the same thing? Would you deleted all their photos and been like, peace then?
I'm honestly not a mean person, I probably wouldn't have. No. But the guy was probably really hangry. So
I'm sure he was.
yeah, for charging as much as he did too, maybe. But I guess not saying we charge a lot, but for what we charge, I definitely wouldn't walk out because we didn't get fed. But you gotta take care of your vendors, people.
For sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, that's the end of the debate. Period. Like,
Take care of your vendors.
we got it from someone who does weddings. Like,
Take care of your people.
feed them, fam. Shit. I saw some people just sharing, talking to me, and they're like, I know it wasn't a Mexican wedding because Mexican moms will make sure that person gets fed.
Yeah, we actually.
Because whenever I went to Miguel's thing, all those tacos and everything,
Yes.
I'm like,
yeah.
yo, they kept asking me, you're just like, yo, this is like my 5th plate already. Like,
Yeah, we've had some really awesome some clients that always make sure that we're fed. Even a bride came to us and brought us like our plate one time, and yeah, I guess that says a lot about a person. But yeah, it was really cool for them to take care of your people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So what's in your future in photography?
We have a couple of things in line. I guess being that we have a child now, we're thinking like, well, in a couple of years he's gonna get into sports, and weddings, games are on the weekends, Saturdays, Sundays. So I think eventually once Cameron gets to that point, we may cut down on some weddings. Definitely still doing sessions and stuff, but we're definitely not missing
But
any
you're
games.
planning soccer already?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that. I like that.
yeah. But yeah, we got some stuff
That's
in
good.
mind.
Yeah. I know Ray's got some stuff he wants to work on. You
Yes.
know, video. So
We're both Aquariuses, so we just have like thoughts going on all day.
yeah, I'm an aquarium too.
An aquarium? An Aquarius? Are you really?
No, I'm just kidding. I was just making a astrology joke. I don't really
No.
know what that means, but I'm sure that means y'all are gonna do great things.
Yeah.
That's an
We have
Aquarius.
like because I really do like the wedding industry. I think something that's in the thought is like getting a wedding venue. So that's in the works.
You don't have to spill your secrets.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
just asking. Yeah, man, cause Maine. Hey, Maine.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
I suppose. I don't know.
I know we talk. We're like,
y'all
are we still gonna be doing this when we're 60? Like, are we gonna be those cool?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, or we were saying we could just have Cameron and like our other kids go work for us. Like, hey, y'all
Yeah,
go
there
do
you
this
go.
wedding, and I'll
Family
do the
business.
editing.
yeah, like, start them off at 10 years old. You don't have to pay them.
Oh, God.
But they'll get the editing experience and
Yeah.
everything. So, like,
Yeah, why not? I like to dream as big as
Mm-hmm.
possibly can. I used to like limit like the possibilities, but now I'm starting to just.
Go for it.
you don't
I'm
even have to
talking-
take them to college.
I'm
Just
talking big, but yeah,
learn the process already for free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn, and then he already has all that experience going into a job.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw this thing on like Instagram. It was a real thing. But I guess it's this family that just documents their life, and like they're homeschooling the kids, but not really homeschooling because they're like traveling all over the place, and they're like people
Like traveling the world.
yeah, and just with their kids too, you know, little ones, but. And they're like, a lot of people tell me like, you think this is the real education that they need, blah blah blah. But and then he goes on to explain, I don't know, all the experiences and stuff you learn out of in real life.
And real
Yeah,
experiences.
instead of just sitting in the
From a book.
Yeah, sitting in the classroom where people just want you to think and believe exactly like everybody else. It's I don't know, that kind of stuff really makes me think a lot. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why for me, like, I like to travel. I like to travel and get culture and just you know, I don't know, just different, just see new things, and new people, new. I don't know. It's good for I don't know, just good for yourself. Because there's people who never left their own city.
Yes.
And that's crazy.
Yes.
Like, damn, you never left San Antonio.
Yes. Yeah. Growing up, so yeah, we went to like local spots like Gardner State Park and those kind of vacations, but we never went anywhere out of the state. So I remember in school, like hearing about like a different state and learning about states. I think like, I'm never going to go there. And I honestly didn't care to go there either because I haven't gone and I didn't know what it would be like there. So once we started traveling, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it looks different. You see hills or mountains.
Yeah, mountains. Mountains were crazy to see.
Where'd you see mountains at?
Colorado.
Oh, that's right. Wait, yeah, you already went to Colorado, right?
Yes. Yeah, we got married in Colorado.
Oh, you got married in
Y'all got
Colorado?
married
Oh,
over
cool.
Was the plan? Get married over there?
We like eloped. We invited like our immediate family. So I mean, it was cool. We did have like a big wedding a year later, like on our anniversary. So that was really cool too. I would say getting married in Colorado was my favorite. It was a lot more like intimate and immediate family and the mountains. It was snowing.
What part of Colorado?
It was Springs.
Oh, Colorado Springs?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they got the Guardian of the Gods.
Yeah, that's where we got married. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice place. I went there in the summertime, so I didn't get to see snow. It was just extremely hot.
Yeah. How many
Like-
times have you gone?
I've been to Colorado twice. But Colorado Springs I've been once. I went to Denver twice at least. Both kind of summertime. One was like June. The other, or my bad, it was July, and the other one was August. But the August was nice.
Yeah. It's like hot and like spring-ish, like fall-ish, and you don't sweat like when you hike.
It
It's
was
really
like
nice.
70 degrees where I was like, man, it feels so nice. I'm like, yo, back at home, I'm like sweating still. It's like 90,
Yeah.
100 degrees in August. Like, over there, it felt so good. I was like,
Yeah.
I could see myself living here.
Yeah. Yeah. What was I going to say about Colorado? I think we've been about like 6 times. Oh, we actually go next week for Dreamville concert. So
I saw you rocking that
That's at
Dreamville.
Ray
the
told me
Red
to.
Rocks, right?
Why you didn't want to?
No, I did. We honestly had it packed already for next week. So I bought a tour shirt from J. Cole, and that's all I've been wearing like the past 3 days. So Ray was like, "Can you not wear that shirt tomorrow? Can you wear something else?" I wanted to wear
Rock
my
the
tour
Dreamville.
shirt though.
Fuck with it, yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about Colorado, right? I don't remember where we left off. But yeah, we go
About
next
the
week.
ganja.
You-
It's our first time seeing a concert at Red Rocks because that was on our bucket list to always see something there.
That venue looks so dope. Like I want to see something from there.
Yeah, we're gonna see Action Bronson. I think it was last year, but that got
Pandemic, I'm
like
assuming.
I guess postponed or I don't know what happened to it.
Was it just him by himself?
I don't know who. Yeah, I think he was headlining,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know who he was.
Action Bronson.
Y'all like Action
You like him
Bronson?
or what?
Oh, I did.
You too?
Yeah.
I've slowly gotten into him because it's crazy because like the music that I listen to now, like I guess he's kind of been doing back in the day. So like I've heard of him, you know, back in the day, didn't really care for it, but I guess how my music taste has changed over the past few years, it's everything that I like. Like
Yeah.
He's very just rap.
rap, the instrumental that he raps over, you know, a lot of Alchemist beats and just either some drumless or just, you know, just that style.
That Baby Blue song.
Oh yes.
that song,
with Chance?
Yeah.
And Red Dot
Yeah, that song, like,
with Mac Miller.
I still gotta say, like, I could sing that song. Like, it's such a good fucking song.
Red
is a good
Dot.
song.
Red Dot is the one that got.
I
me.
don't know Red Dot, but I'm sorry.
I think that's
With-
off the
it's Mac Miller and Action.
Yeah,
Mhm,
it's on the it's on the Watching Movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's on the Watching Movies album.
Yeah.
Do you have that out? Y'all have that album on vinyl?
Yeah.
Sell it to me.
Yeah.
I'll give you Forest Hill Drive.
Bitch, you
Not
won't.
not live.
Oh, not live though. No, I want that live one. I'm coming for that live one.
It was like funny because like I guess whenever he got here for the very first time, he took a picture and he showed it to you, and
That's the first thing that I noticed.
yeah, I was just like, she had to like zoom in to see what.
Yeah, how do you even tell from the whole thing?
That's what I said. I was like, yo, she
I
had
think
to
from
like.
even over here, I can tell which one it is. Yeah.
I can't even. I don't even
Ray
know.
goes like this when he tries to see like a little
I was
closer.
like, yo, she had to like zoom in and just to see. She was like, he has Forest Hill Drive live, and he's like, what?
I didn't even know you had it.
Yeah. Yeah. So wait, how was y'all's J. Cole? How did y'all come? Like,
Fans?
yeah.
Oh man, I think. Well, I've always just been a big fan of music.
And how did you hear him? Like, he came out on like 98.5?
No, not at all. I don't know. I was 2010 because I remember it was 2010. So that was for me. For him, it was straight out of high school. That's when we graduated. We're old. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're old.
Yeah. But, you know, me being always a music fan, a hip-hop fan, that's something me and Gino have always related to with our music taste in hip-hop. Back in the day, there was this website. I think it's still going on today, Hot New Hip-Hop. It was like a music vlogging for hip-hop where, like, all these new songs would get posted. And back then, it was super cool because they would get rated from, like, hot
to
Cold.
no.
Yeah, it was like, you know, they would rank them from like
It was like mid, hot, and I forgot what was like something else.
Yeah, like a,
whatever
you know, like a banger or something. So like they would rate them, and I would always check on the list. I would always check like the top rated. Like there were dope songs. Like it was a real good time for music, at least back then.
Yeah, because it was during that blogging era. So
Yeah, and so I kept seeing J. Cole on there pop up, but the profile picture they had from him, he from the name J. Cole, whatever. In the picture, I thought he was like an R&B guy.
what picture was it? Was it just him and the microphone and?
Yeah, with like a blue background or yeah.
It was like kind of like a gray, maybe grayish. I don't know. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like him and the microphone.
Yeah, just his head.
His head,
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly. So.
Those are the same pictures I've seen from a different blog.
Yeah. So I don't know, a song. I just happened to click on a song that dropped.
You remember which one it was?
If I
Lights, please. No.
No.
2010.
no,
It had to been like.
it was from Friday Night Lights.
in the morning.
No. Hold on, I gotta talk about in the morning too. Friday Night Lights. J. Cole.
The one with Wale.
Nah, it wasn't even like it's not even one of my favorite songs by him now. But I just liked it, and then after that, I went and checked on what he had out there, and I checked out the warm up, and holy shit, that was good. Because that was kind of like the sound that I was into hip hop, like the soul beats and the like the Kanye production, and I don't know, it was just great. And then I started looking to his songs. I think In the Morning with Drake was already out. That song became like one of my favorite songs of all time. I think it dropped now because I played it so much, but that was the song that if it would come on anytime, because I always play my music on shuffle, I would never skip.
Yeah.
I would know the lyric word by
Yeah.
word, even Drake's part, you know, even though he's talking about his aunt or whatever. All right.
I think mine is Lights, Please. I think that's the song that can that
All
gets
right.
me.
So the song was Before I'm Gone from Friday Night Lights.
Before I'm gone.
Yeah, it's a good song, but it's not great. And then Friday Night Lights dropped as I was becoming a J. Cole fan, and it changed everything. That's it. From there,
Yeah.
I was like, yep, I'm a J. Cole fan. And it was a good time because it was Drake was coming up around that time. Not even Kendrick yet, but a lot of people just had a lot of J. Cole and Drake comparisons. And I was always rooting for J. Cole, but Drake was always ahead of him,
Yeah.
popularity wise. I mean, J. Cole's
All he talks about is getting your heart broken.
yeah. You just summarize Drake's discography
Yeah.
in one sentence. Yeah. But I don't know. J. Cole has always had a very loyal fan base, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why he's still so big right now.
Yeah, it's really crazy to see him play at the Alamo. What is it?
Alamo's Music City.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's called.
like to still have seen him there, and then now to see him like the other day.
We saw him. Our first concert we saw was in Austin for the Born Center. We went to the Born Center in Austin. Wale headlined, or not headlined.
No.
He opened up for Cole. But yeah, we saw him there, and then when he did that tour, because the way he was doing that tour was like it was different because he would go to the smaller cities and do smaller venues, and then he would because it was 3 acts. That was the first act. Second act, he would go to the bigger cities across the country and do the stadiums, and then the third act was like overseas. But like.
Yeah.
But that was super cool because, you know, a lot of people start off doing small venues because that's the audience they got. That's how many seats they could fill. And then they start, as they're getting bigger, they start going to bigger venues. J. Cole...
at that time, he was already big.
Yeah, Forest Hills Drive, he was already big.
Yeah.
And the fact that he chose to do small shows, small cities, when a lot of those big shows go to Austin, Houston, Dallas...
Yeah.
I was so hyped. I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
That place was so packed.
That place was packed.
Because as soon as the doors opened, as soon as the door opened, everybody ran. Like we split up. Like I was, I think I was more in the front, and like he was like I don't know somewhere else. Like during the whole concert, we were separated.
Oh
Like,
wow.
Yeah, because it's crazy how, you know, we were all there on that same show.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I was supposed to go with him and one of my other friends, but I was back in school, and so I was late. And they didn't let me cut in line, so I still got there before it opened, but I had to stand way the fucking line.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, once I get in, I'm gonna try to meet up with them.
Yeah.
It was impossible.
Yeah.
Like he said, everybody just rushed in trying to get to the front, and then it was so tight.
it was so.
And I just didn't want to be that douche to just cut through everybody.
It's so funny. I remember, we were really pretty close, and I remember J. Cole singing, and I'm standing there because I know nothing about this guy or a single word from this album, and I see like everyone's like
reciting the lyrics,
Uncle Phil, and I'm
Song
like,
by,
what is
word
wrong
by word,
with
huh?
these people? And now that's all me at the concert.
It was like front to back. He performed the entire album, and that was my first time. I was just like, "Yo, I've never seen an artist perform an entire album front to back before."
And the whole crowd fuck with it, right?
Yeah.
Because
Everyone but
usually
me.
you go to a show, it's like a compilation of hits, people stuff to get the crowd going to make sure.
In the middle, you know, he did throw some hits. You know, he did like "Lights Please." I think he did it in the morning or so. But like, you know, in the middle, he did like a few songs. Cause at least that's how like on the Forest Hill Drive Live is. So,
Yeah, I remember he went to Alamo, and then I think it was 3 months later went to the Austin 360 because we also went to that one. And by the time I went to that one, I knew every word to every song. But yeah, he had to go to Austin again because he had just performed at Alamo, which is pretty small.
Yeah, he did the smaller, you know, because he never. I want to say that was the first time I ever come into San Antonio. I mean, I could be wrong, but
I was pretty sure, yeah.
But I think that was the first time because he came again during the KOD tour with Young Thug. He performed at the AT&T Center.
Yes, we were front row. Yeah.
Jeez.
Ballin'.
It was weird that was before kids. It was very weird to be front row at his last concert and then to like not be front row this time. It was like.
So with concerts, you know, I could tell y'all like to go a lot, but to me at a certain point, once I'm in a stadium, it's not worth it because I mean, to me, I'm not saying there's a lot of people that of course go and they'll pack them out, but I've gone to so many small venues where even if I'm kind of far away and I still am able to see the artist, I really like that. I like the connection, the intimacy that goes in those shows.
That energy.
Yeah.
That atmosphere.
Yeah, and I don't know if I want to pay anything over like $200, $300 to see my favorite artist from far away.
Yeah.
That's my point of view. Like,
yeah.
Is it still like? I mean, a lot of people still go and enjoy it. Y'all enjoyed it or what?
Oh yeah.
Or how?
I didn't. I knew, like I said, I knew he was gonna play. Well, I didn't know this. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't prepared for this album. I knew a couple like words here and there, but I didn't know them like I knew the other album. So, but yeah, he did play some really good throwbacks that I was prepared for.
Like what?
He
Workout.
Did he do Workout? He did like what album is
he
that?
probably does that one song with Miguel.
Power Trip.
No,
No?
he didn't do that
For
one. One that he did this time was
Huh?
You performed the song from Friday Night Lights. I can't.
that I'd never heard before.
Back
I
to the
felt bad.
topic. I bet you it was back to the topic.
Yeah.
I saw a video of people posting back to the topic.
That one. I was like, damn,
Actually,
he
I
got me
forgot
there. I
it.
didn't know that one.
Oh, that's such a good song.
Yeah, he just rapping.
Yeah, that's just him just rap on his rap
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, that's what he got.
It's like cool hearing him like, cause you don't know what he's gonna play next, and then like the beat drops and you're like, oh, it's that song.
What I wish I wanted to see Cole was during the Dollar and the Dream tours, or it wasn't even a tour. But,
the dollar shows?
yeah, those dollar shows where it was just a dollar show. Like he would announce like
That was
I think
so
the day
crazy.
of he was like, hey, I'm gonna be performing here.
Dang.
So I don't know. Everybody would just line up, but like the venue could only hold so much, and it was only $1, and he was only performing. First, he did it 3 times. First, he did the come up, right? Was it the come up?
I don't
The first album.
I don't remember his set. I don't know.
But then he did the warm up, and then it was just strictly the warm up, and then he did strictly just Friday Night Lights, just for $1, just to see that for
Dude,
$1.
I forgot about that. That was wild. That's when I was still on the Twitter. You know, we were just waiting for like, where's he gonna be at?
Yeah, where's he gonna be at? And then
Fuck.
like just the line he did, like, come on, like Cole is one of the goats. Like
Cole's,
who
yeah.
else could like do that?
Yeah, he's one of the goats. There's no doubt about that.
Like he had hundreds, just thousands of people just there waiting, and they knew if you were late, you weren't gonna make it, but they still waited because they're just like.
Yeah, I remember.
could.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, they were just there. Like like this is a small venue, and you had all these people just waiting with their $1.
Yeah, just to only see $1, just
Who
to see him
else?
perform
Who
Friday Night
else
Lights.
has
Like
done
yeah,
that
like who?
besides the goat?
$1 in a dream.
Yeah, like that's so cool.
That's all boy
The-
got.
That's one concert I wish.
He said he
I
lost
could've got-
money during that tour, but
He got his name out. Sometimes you gotta do them
I
for
don't
free.
think that was about money. Like he knew that was never gonna make money.
Yeah.
it was just like a fact that he was like.
He did it for the fans, man.
Yeah, that was more fans because I'm sure I'm sure he had to pay out of pocket like all like the production people, the venue, everything that comes with doing that like type of situation. If the venue could hold 10,000 people, that's $10,000. But I don't even think it could hold 10,000 people. Those venues seem like 5,000 or less.
No, it was small venue type.
Maybe
shit.
even smaller.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was like small venue, like personal, like paper tiger type stuff. Like it was cool. I wish, yeah. Imagine like
because he did one in Austin. He
Yeah.
did it in Austin, and I was like, damn, I wanted to go. I don't know if it was a Friday Night Lights or the warm up, but he went to Austin and did a venue out there.
Dang. Do you know the live Forest Hills? Like, do you listen to it? I like the part where he's like talking
Oh yeah.
and he's like, we're gonna go back to a time when we didn't have these like fancy lights, these
Yeah.
LED lights and the screen, and he's like, all we had was classic shit like this.
Yeah,
And then,
he plays like his old
lights.
shit.
I think it's Lights Please that
yeah,
he plays.
Lights
Yeah.
Please. That's what I like about that album because it has like Lights Please that's on vinyl. It has what's the one with Missy Elliott?
Oh,
From the
nobody's
Satellite Stories.
perfect.
Yeah, Nobody's Perfect.
Nobody's
It
That's
has,
dude.
it
I'm
has
telling you,
Nobody's Perfect.
It just being a J. Cole fan. I'm so glad like he's as big as he is right now. I was always rooting for him, like with the Drake comparisons and back in when he started, in Friday Night Lights, where like I wanted J. Cole to get a hit so bad, and he dropped those singles, but they just did okay. But somehow like he didn't need hits to like become as popular as he did, man. I'm so fucking glad. I don't
Yeah.
know. I was that J. Cole fan.
Yeah. We had to
on.
name our child after him. We had to. So it's Cameron Cole. We had to.
I was like, Jermaine? Jermaine? Yeah, I was like thinking, I was like, wait, I haven't heard his name Jermaine.
Yeah, you should give him that.
Jermaine.
Yeah, Jermaine's.
Jermaine Cole Camarillo.
I fuck with that name. I mean,
Or it could have been like Jermaine Miller Camarillo.
Miller.
Mac
Oh,
Miller.
That's a last.
That's
a last name.
his first name is Cameron.
Switch it.
His first name is Cameron, so CAM. So it's also, if we call him Cam most of the time, so Cam backwards is
Mac.
Yeah.
What you
So
gonna
he,
say?
I said Malcolm.
You're very subliminal around here.
yeah. So
Oh, Mac is short.
Cam, Mac.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We were going somewhere with him.
I think we were about an hour. I haven't checked time, but
Yeah, we're about an hour.
before we're done, I saw you were on the news.
Oh, God. I know. Perla sent it to me. I was like, oh, I wasn't even ready. We were just taking their pictures, and then some guy from Ken's Five was like, can I get some shots of you? I was like,
You should be like,
Sure.
can I get some shots of you taking shots of me?
right? Yeah. I didn't know where that was gonna get posted, and then she sent it to me the other day. I just watched a little bit of it. I cringe when I see myself on TV. I'm like,
It's okay.
oh,
we're gonna
God.
post it on ours as soon as right here. We're gonna cut it and post it.
I mean, I thought it was super cool for y'all. I mean, my brother told me about it. My brother got to be in it too. Like
He made the news before you.
Yeah, I've never been on the news. Damn it. I gotta do some illegal
He's
shit
moving.
together.
I was on
Moving
the
up in
news.
life.
I was on the news this other time when I worked for Kia, and because I'm so short, I'm always in the front. So there was like, our manager was like saying something, and then like he opens his arms up to like say like, and this is the Kia family, and his hand goes like right in my face, and so when you're looking at the commercial, like you see everyone, and then his hand's in my face.
Wow.
So finally, I
Just, like,
made it to
popped
the
up.
news again without getting
Well,
my.
we have a mask on. So.
I didn't have a mask on back then. But yeah.
Was he in on the news too?
No, he wasn't there. He was in the car.
Good job,
Maybe.
my
With
guy.
Cameron.
You could have been on TV, fam.
Sorry, I'm getting down.
But I don't know. I thought that was pretty cool. Is that something that's beneficial to you?
I don't think they
Did
like
they even
tagged
like
me.
tag you?
No, well, did you see that?
Yeah,
Like
they had some white girl doing all the talking. Like, who? I told my brother, like, who's that? He's like,
Who
I
dat?
don't know. It's just, what's it, another photographer? Or?
no, I don't know if you saw. So last week I was trying to have a picnic with Ray at Pearl.
Oh, yeah.
And it just so happened to be the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, we're gonna bring that. I was gonna bring that up too. Oh yeah, that was dope too. Like,
Yeah, and
yeah,
it was
that
crazy.
was super cool.
It was crazy because I was supposed to have a session after that, and so we're like standing there for the longest time, and I was like, man, if only I had my camera. And I was like, wait, I do have my camera. I like ran to the car, and it was really cool to take those pictures, and
Cause I was
a
seeing,
lot of them
like,
reposted it.
like them like reposting it, tagging you.
It was
I saw like Jordan Clarkson. Like he commented on it and then like reposted it. Cause he's from here too.
Yes, from Wagner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went to Wagner.
Yeah, when we were going to Hawaii, like 2 years ago,
flex.
it was like a smaller plane that we were on. It was called like American Eagle. It was like this really small plane, and
It's an okay apparel. So
and yeah, we were getting on the flight, and then I hear someone ask this guy like, "Are you Jordan Clarkson?" And I was right there because I was trying to put my luggage in, but I couldn't reach. And then so Ray put my luggage in the overhead bin, and we sat down because we were sitting next to him, and I sat down and I was like, "Do you know who Jordan Clarkson is?" And he was like, "Jordan Clarkson." And he was like, and I was like, "Yeah, that guy asked that guy if he was Jordan Clarkson." And then he looked and he was like, "Oh my God, that's Jordan Clarkson." And so, but yeah, so my like luggage was in his like overhead bin. They were in there together. So that was our second
interaction.
Little.
You didn't get to take a picture of him back then.
No, Ray did tell him like because we were getting our luggage at the same time we were getting off the plane. So Ray was like, "Oh, good luck this season." But I think that's when he was in LA.
oh, okay, yeah.
Nah, I mean,
I want to say Jordan Clarkson graduated the same year as we did, 2010.
yeah, because a lot of people that we know, because I mean, we went to Justin Wagner, like a lot of
Oh
us.
yeah.
Yeah,
And some people like ended up going to both schools, but a lot of people that we know actually knew him. So,
Yeah.
so it's really cool.
He's
because,
really cool too.
No, yeah, like he's having a pretty good career right now that he's in a.
he played with Kobe. That's insane.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like he played in the Lakers with Kobe. Wasn't he? Didn't he play with LeBron too?
Did he?
Might have in Cleveland.
I feel like he played.
Maybe
with,
in Cleveland. I don't remember.
I feel
but
like he played with LeBron too. So like, shout out to Jordan Clarkson. Shout outs San Antonio. Put it on the map.
Yeah.
Now he's out there. I'm sorry, I don't know what team. Jazz.
yeah,
Jazz. Yeah, Ray didn't even know, and then we're standing there, and I'm like, I think
No, he's
Jordan's
been doing.
with
I think
them.
last year he was doing really good
Yes.
as like the
He's
sixth,
balling now.
what is it? The six man.
Yeah. ever since he's been on the Jazz, he's really been able to help out the team more, you know. So that's good for him. And yeah, but I thought that was super cool.
Yeah,
Sure,
it was cool. Now we kind of want to go to like every time someone comes, we're gonna go sneak. See if I can get any
Go
pictures.
to the Pearl.
Yeah,
Definitely, I think that's a good way to.
it's fun, and there was like 5 people there. It was cool.
Because I've seen like I think it was last year or earlier this year, like but Dave Chappelle, has been around the Pearl and this and that. So like the Pearl is kind of like the place, at least in San Antonio, like to be more so than downtown.
I think we just go so often that we're like, no, I don't want to go. But we go every Saturday for the farmers market. So
Nice.
The farmers market, support your local growers.
yes.
Yeah, because I know Ray's a lot into local and growing and cooking.
Did he tell you about our salsa video?
No.
Oh,
It's coming along.
you don't want to know.
I've been having ideas, dude.
Salsa video.
I got it.
Yeah, we made a salsa video. Like
dancing salsa.
Oh, I didn't know if y'all were making salsa.
yeah,
We're-
like making salsa.
We're dancing salsa. Ray too.
Making
he can
salsa
dance.
while
Yeah,
dancing
Ray
to
can dance.
salsa.
Ray can dance.
To like
That I've heard. I haven't. I see him every now and then.
to Mark Anthony. I'm gonna throw some Mark Anthony. Have him dance to some salsa.
Throw suavemente right now, and we're gonna find out if he dances or not.
Yeah. So I've learned just to like keep my camera with me at all times, because you never know what you're gonna bump into.
That's true.
I mean, I guess your phone could do the job too, but if you got a camera,
no,
should
yeah,
carry it around
take
with you.
it,
Yeah. I guess I just don't, because that's like my work equipment. So if anything happens,
How many cameras do you have?
I just have one. Actually, I have 2.
Oh yeah.
But that's just because I upgraded in January. So I kind of kept the other one, but I don't really use it anymore.
You still have it?
The Canon 80D.
You want to sell it?
Yeah.
Sure.
That was my next question.
Well, I kind of keep it with
talk
me at
later.
weddings, just because if something were to happen to my main camera, if it freezes or something, I have that.
So what's your main
backup.
camera?
It is a.
We're on Sony. He uses Sony.
I'm not on it yet. I'm on Canon 6D.
I mean, I'm asking you because you have experience. We really barely know anything. We're
Yeah.
We're
babies.
amateurs.
I really like Canon. The few times that I've had to use Ray's camera, I don't like it.
That's not for photography. It's most
For video?
video.
I do like the mirrorless though, but I like Canon. So, like I said, once I'm loyal, once I found what I like,
Yeah.
I stick to it.
You loyal. You loyal. All right. I think we should end it over here.
Cool.
But I don't know. I had a good conversation.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Of course.
Shout out
Thank
to
you.
you for being a J. Cole fan. I mean, you're gonna be a real one.
If you
forever.
drive a Toyota and you listen to J. Cole, we can be friends.
I do. that's me.
If you drive a Honda, we can't. No, I'm just kidding.
She just saw it. She was like,
Fuck Honda.
No, if you got a
my
Honda
Honda.
too. We
Yeah,
can be
but
friends.
yeah, thank you for coming, Ray. Thank you for everything. I wish you the best of luck in your future and
Thank
your
you.
business and everything. I know you got some plans too, Ray. Everything's gonna good.
Yeah, y'all too.
It's gonna be good. You're gonna be out there in your food truck. I'm gonna be over there munching out too.
Yeah, dancing to
I'll bring
salsa.
I'll bring my salsa.
There you go. I have it on the shelf at Gino's.
Hell yeah.
All right, so let me just say, follow her and Ray at Camarillo Photo and Film on Instagram.
Yeah.
Your website is camarillopf.com. Anything else I'm missing?
No, not that I
Dude.
can think of.
Do you promote yourself on Facebook or something?
Oh yeah, Facebook. It's all the same thing though. Camarillo Photo
Camarillo
and Film.
Photo and Film.
Yeah.
But they do a lot of weddings and whatever you need from them. She's great. Does a great job.
Yeah.
The Spurs like her pictures. This was the Open Bar Podcast. Check us out everywhere where you can hear and watch. So thank you. Deuces.
Peace.
Peace.